Good day, guys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Market Outlooks delivered by Lit Capital. Apologies for the delay for those that have been waiting. I should have posted this a few hours ago. Just been caught up looking at charts. Okay, so apologies for that. But welcome, we're here nonetheless. Getting ready for a new week ahead. Okay, very excited for this week ahead. Now, before we get started, of course, for those that are new to trading, please check out litcapital.co.uk. If you want to get started on your trading journey with us, or if you just want some tips and some insights, if you're a beginner, you want some insights, check out our page. Let us know what you think. Hit us up for inquiries regarding starting your journey as well. Now, of course, before we get into it, we're going to begin with the economic calendar to see what fundamental news releases are happening this week. To see, what could potentially be affecting the markets as and when these news releases are happening. So, starting on Monday, of course, nothing is really standing out. If I'm being honest, we've got a lot of medium impact data, but nothing really capturing our attention on the Monday. You got Fed Barking speech at 5:30, one of the what's it called? Federal Reserve members. Tuesday, going into early hours of the morning, we got some RBA meeting minutes for those that trade Aussie pairs for sure. So definitely check out that. We also have retail sales as well in the middle of the night. Now going into the London session on Tuesday, we have unemployment data, claimant count for the GBP. So definitely interested in the Tuesday morning for those who trade majors, especially. Definitely check that out. We got CPI for that. Okay, it's Italian. It's not that interesting. We got employment change for the Eurozone as well. Definitely be checking that out for those that do trade Euro pairs. And then going into the afternoon, we've got inflation data for the CAD. So obviously inflation is a hot topic right now. So for those that are hot and heavy on CAD pairs, definitely tap into that to see what's going on that specific afternoon. Followed by retail sales for the US on the Tuesday. Okay, now Wednesday, you got GDP growth for the yen pair. Again, it's in the middle of the night though, so definitely be aware of that for those that trade yen pairs. And then we got CPI for the euro on the Wednesday, so definitely need to be checking that out. Coupled with the inflation rate, I'm not sure why it's medium impact. It should be high impact. And then going into the afternoon, we got building permits, nothing crazy. Thursday, we got balance of trade, and then we got unemployment data for the Aussie as well. We got jobless claims in the afternoon, so the New York session, and we got a testimony from couple of the Federal Reserve members as well. And then to close off on Friday, we got inflation rate for the yen, again, middle of the night. And then we couple it off with Chem Powell from the US giving us a speech on Friday afternoon. So definitely going to be interested in that. So a few things, a lot of employment stuff, really, mainly, should I say, as well as, a few US things that we need to look out for. So if we bring that over to the charts, I'm going to start with the dollar. We have seen the dollar tear to the upside, which was expected for those that are in the Discord. We have been kind of waiting on a retracement for the dollar. All of last week we were looking at that because we was looking at drops on the indices as well as the majors as well. So yeah, props to those that was in the market to going in the same direction that we kind of saw the market gearing up to kind of go against. We kind of broke out this consolidation to the upside. So what we can kind of anticipate or look for going into today, we kind of look at this next high just above the 102.80. So it's very, very, very close. But if we open up and we get there, we obviously have to pay attention to see if we can get a reaction off of that daily area being captured, or if we actually break past to this high as well, just at the 103 level. So key level as well. So definitely interested in those two next areas of liquidity. But then obviously we just got to kind of base around what's kind of forming in terms of, are we going to get a retracement to kind of then continue higher, or are we going to fully revert? So Monday as well is, where there's not much fundamental news, we have to kind of bear that in mind, where we could actually just be looking for technical analysis to give us the edge. So if we look at that and we couple it with GBPUSD, I am expecting lower prices in terms of we are near this low here. And we went down very, very nicely going off of a midweek reversal on this pair. Now we was able to capture this move, and I did send this trade out in our Discord as well. So props for those. We was able to catch about 125 pips. So props to those that took the trade and was riding the trade with me. It was quite a solid one. Now, again, definitely expecting these lows to be captured. Now, whether or not we get a retracement after that kind of gets captured and then we play back into this area, that's kind of what I'm looking at to continue lower so far. I don't really see super signs of any reversal. We are I believe we was kind of needing that pullback last week. If you can see how bullish we've kind of been. Now, whether we want to capture some more weekly lows before kind of pulling up higher, or, you know, depending on how high the dollar wants to actually retrace to as well, is another thing to kind of consider. So that's kind of the immediate target that I've got. And then obviously we see how the open is looking tomorrow morning for London. I'm going to go over to US oil. Now, again, if the dollar is going to continue on this bullish tear to the upside, I do think we could definitely see lower prices on oil. Don't see why we're going to stop where we are. We kind of had an alert here where I was expecting a bit more of this imbalance to be filled and tag these candles here, but we kind of filled some of it and then we started to break down. Now, what I'm looking at now is whether or not we can get a pullback of some sort in regards to this 4-hour area here, or if we're just going to continue off of, you know, what kind of happened on the Friday afternoon. If we could take out Friday's high going into this area, I would kind of definitely consider some more shorts. But if we do continue lower, we'll have to see what the picture looks like again going into that London session on tomorrow. So lastly, trying to look at the NASDAQ, because again, I do think we could potentially head down lower. Now we have broken out to the upside, but it's been a bit tricky kind of looking at this S&P and then trying to gauge what the NASDAQ doing and what US 30 is doing. It all got different pictures at the moment in terms of NASDAQ's not really broken higher. Sorry, S&P has not really broken higher. We're kind of just in this consolidation. So I'm kind of looking to see, obviously, as the NASDAQ has broken out to the upside, I actually feel like we could potentially come down lower and fill in a bit more of these imbalances and stuff like that. Now, what we kind of saw on Friday was a move to the downside, and then we kind of retraced to finish the closing of the session. Now, where we're currently at with it, we are within this candle here. Now, whether we want to take these highs out from the Friday session, the afternoon session on the Friday on, and then potentially continue down lower, we have to see how we are placing ourselves and how we're landing up at specific times in the day. Now, I am aware of this 1-hour candle. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. I am aware of this 1-hour candle that we kind of filled the imbalancing from and then we reacted to. Now, I still am in the mindset of, you know, bigger picture is kind of telling us that we have broken out to the upside and taking the liquidity on the bigger time frame. So I would like to see us actually head down lower. And I did have an area here on this 1 hour. So that was kind of where I would be potentially looking to buy. If we can get down to that, we could potentially look for some sales to that area. That's what I'm going to be trying to keep in mind going into that London session tomorrow. I think that's what's on the cards going into it. But again, when you're trying to gauge it with the S&P, it's not really the clearest picture to do so. So I'm just playing it by what the higher time frame is showing us in terms of pushing up higher. We haven't really broken the structure, but you know, where we're kind of showing some engulfing on the 4 hour and stuff like that, I would, you know, prefer to see lower prices before even continuing and thinking about buying. So that's what I'm heading into the London session tomorrow. Excited for this week. I think there's going to be some good opportunities going into you know, when you pair the fundamental releases with what we're seeing on the technicals. I do think we can get some news. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did. And you know, for those that are in the Discord, of course, all of the things that we see lining up going into the London session will be discussed with you. And yeah, for those that are not in the Discord, again, go to our website, litcapital.co.uk. Our subscription fee will be going up soon. So definitely you want to, you know, get into the, if you are interested anyway, you want to be getting into our Discord. and joining our community. Okay, there's a lot of value in there, of course, and we're only going to be adding very, very soon. We've got some exciting stuff coming up. So for those that know, but I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Of course, you know the vibes. Lit side. Please remember, every day is money day. Peace.